Welcome everybody. It's 60 Skills here, and I'm super excited to talk to you today about something that I've been working on with some of my partners over at the Living Crystal for a number of years. Some of you may have heard of this device. It is known as the Living Crystal device. It's a pretty amazing and revolutionary piece of equipment that represents the first fundamental improvement in the meditative and/or yogic or magical worlds since the time of the Egyptians. Simply put, the Living Crystal gives you more of that stuff that you use in the meditative process. And it doesn't matter if we're talking Tai Chi, alchemy, yoga, meditation, Reiki, Qigong, hands-on healing. This little device, amazingly enough, seems to make more of whatever it is that we use in order to do this. So it's a pretty incredible piece of equipment. Now, this came out of a series of meditations that I performed in my private practice group over a period of about 3 years. During this time, we progressively made contact with more and more entities that dealt with issues of Kabbalah and energy transmission in general. The end result of this was, in fact, the Living Crystal device. So, I'm not saying that it's for everyone, it's just for most people. If you do any kind of meditative practice that involves an energetic component, this is a device you're going to get a whole lot out of. Now, the exact mechanism of action isn't exactly clear. What we have found is that working with this increases your mental space, and at a minimum makes it easier to move and transmit subtle energies between the different layers of reality. This in turn simply gives you more of something to work with. What I can say is, on an anecdotal level, having now worked with several people highly placed in the remote viewing community, it also appears to give them more of whatever it is they use to conduct those practices with, and definitely helps prevent burnout. Additionally, for hands-on energetic healers, we've also found that the device does a great deal to reduce their day-to-day workload. Now, if you'd like to learn more about the Living Crystal device and how to use it and what it does, this Wednesday on the 15th of February at 6 p.m. Pacific time and 9 p.m. Eastern time, my good friend Jake from Mystery College will be holding a webinar on how to utilize the Living Crystal device. Now, the link is in the details portion of the video down below, and it is in fact free. You will need to pre-register, and registration will be limited to the first 500 participants. So if you want to learn more about the Living Crystal and what it does, come join my friend Jake at his webinar at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time on the 15th of February. Otherwise, train hard and be well.